Hello. Day motherfucking 29, baby. I'm pretty sure it's day 29. Shit, it could be day 28. I don't know what's the date today. No, it's day 29. Day 29. And it's a rainy day today. Went for a run in the rain, which felt unreal. I think it's easier to run in the rain because it cools you down. It's like refreshing. And it's nice when the run feels good because sometimes it feels like absolute torture from start to finish. But man, watched a documentary last night by BPN. It's like some sort of fitness or supplement company. I'm not really sure, but they have a video on their YouTube channel about this race that they put on where like 5,000 people apply and only 130 get accepted or something into this race. And they have to run 4.2 miles every hour on the hour until there's only one person left standing. And dude, what a freaking documentary. I haven't finished it, but just the way it's filmed and the videography is so good. And just looking at these fucking savage dudes who are just running until they literally collapse and can't finish the race anymore, running till failure. And dude, it's just so inspiring. So inspiring. Makes me want to go out and do an ultra marathon or triathlon or something. And it's just so awesome to see the human spirit and what it's capable of. Like these guys running, the race goes on for like over a couple days, I think. These guys are running on like, they're sleeping for like 5 minutes in between the time that they finish the lap and the start of the next one on the hour. And it's just truly amazing to see like these dogs just fucking going after it. And all of these like ultra endurance athletes who do all these crazy races and stuff, like 200-mile races, 250-mile races in the desert and whatnot, they always seem to be like very at peace and like grounded and just generally joyful people. It seems like they have a lightness about them and they're like easy to laugh and smile. And you gotta think it's because through all of those challenges that they put themselves through, they've gotten to a place where their mind is just quiet as all hell, because they've been practicing pushing themselves past the point of where their mind is telling them they can't go on anymore, they can't do it. So I feel like maybe through their will and their perseverance, they have just shattered those limitations of the mind and mastered their mind in a way that they are in charge of the show internally. They are the ones who are in charge. They have control and mastery over their minds just through the sheer insaneness of the challenges that they've been able to accomplish and the adversity that they've been able to overcome. I'm sure that just gives you a mastery over your internal world that most people do not have. And of course, I'm gonna tie this shit back to spirituality and psychology, because I always do. But I guess it's like that's another path to self-realization. That's like another spiritual path. I think there's multiple different paths that all lead to the same place. Like that's self-discovery and self-realization. And I think like sports, and probably even more so like endurance sports, are one of those paths. Because I imagine, especially if you're doing these ultra long races and you're doing them, if you're not like listening to music or anything, don't have headphones on, then you're just sitting there in your head, in your thoughts, with yourself, with your own mind for hours. And I'm sure the shit, it's like a fucking long ass meditation, but at the same time you're not just sitting there, you're battling these thoughts telling you to give up, telling you that you can't push anymore. And so you're just in a war with yourself that whole time. And sure, all kinds of shit comes up. All kinds of shit gets processed in those long runs, those long challenges. I can't imagine, but that's something I've always been fascinated by, is watching these people who do like the CrossFit Games or the ultra long marathons, like the Moab 250, you know, just these warriors. I think it's cool as hell. And might be something I want to get into as well. Could be. Because I've always wanted to be a savage in that regard. And I'm like 29 now. So I think there's still time. There's still time to have an ultra career. We'll see. But yeah, gotta finish that documentary. It's a sick documentary. And man, last day tomorrow. It's nuts. That is nuts. Gotta think of maybe doing something cool for the last last video. Something different, I'll think about it and we'll see. But that's day 29, baby. Peace.